I was just making some comments on YouTube. There was I'll put in the comment section of this post the link. It was something like, why doesn't light escape the gravitational pull at the center of the universe or center of the galaxy? And yeah, I was just making my comment on it, my original ideas. I have so many ideas. I could write an encyclopedic, volume of 100 books, So, they're all original ideas, that we haven't sort of got to yet because mostly, I mean, human beings basically have figured out mathematics. That's what they figured out on Earth. So they haven't figured out much else. So still everything else is a bit of a mystery, So basically we've worked out mathematics. A lot of, writing and music and all that's mathematics, but there's a whole other world out there that's non-mathematical. We can't explain with mathematics, and one of them's light. You can't explain it with mathematics. It's beyond comprehension, so you can't actually work it out. But it's just there to be witnessed. It's it's a holy thing. It's a not a being. It's not conscious. It's just it's a thing that exists, light. It's everywhere. So it doesn't actually, it moves around like, with energy, moves it like a current. It's sort of, it's like anything else, it's full of different elements, light. It's the same way this bowl has atoms and things creating it. Energy is the force which creates the form of the bowl to hold it in a perfect shape like that. It has certain polarities and different electrons and neutrons and different atom molecules and things that hold it in shape, and light's no different. It has properties too which energy affects. So light, with given the right sort of say for example you affect it with water energy, it splits. You can see the spectrum of light. So but it just exists there, it's still there. But given the right energy, the right amount of energy, the right conditions, you can do stuff with light. I suppose some of the things that spring to mind for me is probably traveling in light, which is what, like I mentioned the other day about Star Trek. I think one day we'll work out how to harness light and be able to teleport through the light spectrum as like a conduit and pass our being through it. So, because we're in it anyway, but we just don't know the right way to produce energy to pass ourselves through the light spectrum. And so we imagine it, but we don't actually know how to do it. So yeah, we'll probably come up with a device one day which will pass us safely through, and it'll look like we're falling apart, but really we just pass through a different dimensional sphere of light. So we don't actually fall apart. We remain ourselves. We just move through as an energy, as a force, as a molecule. So we don't fall apart. We're just ourselves. We just feel like whoosh, we go through light, So that's the whole Star Trek idea that someone come up with once upon a time. Could have been me in a previous life. Who knows? I might have thought it up, but might have been someone else. So I'm just following you on. But yeah, so light's a thing. You can go anywhere in the universe with it. I wouldn't suggest you try and travel across the universe through a teleporter, because it could be quite dangerous. I think you just travel short distances. Like any long length of travel, I think fatigue can set in and you might actually die or something. So I'd say, if you're in space and teleport to Earth, that's probably all right. But I wouldn't go trying to teleport to another planet or something too far. Yeah, look, the way, of course I'm Captain Kirk. Can you tell? Captain Kirk. Sore eyes this morning. I haven't had a shower yet, so I'm a bit gritty. Yes, that's about all I have to say on light, really. I mean, there's so much more to know, but it's a different branch of science. You can't really use mathematics to work it out. It defies logical reasoning to the human being. It basically defies a human being who comes up with mathematics. So mathematics is a constraint or a formula which doesn't work with light. You can prove me wrong if you want, but I think I'm right. I think I'm right about that. So you got to work it out another way. So not really science. You got to figure it out just by. It's almost intuitive thought of how to do it. So using intuition and almost a different form of knowledge than maths. Maths is very binary sort of. Yeah, I don't know how else to explain it. So, using numbers and things, you don't use numbers dealing with light. Yeah, so hope you enjoyed that and you got something out of it. Remember, don't try and teleport animals, if you don't know how to do it. Teleport objects and see if they come out the other side the same. Then try to do yourself. Don't do it on animals because they are innocent creatures and you should never try and hurt them. Unless you humanely kill them for meat, like any other animal does. So, if you're just going to torture animals to death, forget it. Yeah, that's all I have to say. Be kind to each other. Be kind to animals. Don't experiment on them. They have lives. And yeah, if you're going to build a teleporter, know what you're doing first. You could blow up the world. That'd be funny, wouldn't it? All right, have a good day. Over and out from heaven. Heaven on earth.